Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Zach Johnson. That's Kyle Levy on Manchester Public Television, Channel 16's coverage of NHIA Division I boys hockey. Before we get into tonight's game between the Manchester Kings and the Goffstown Grizzlies, we want to point why we're here tonight. Tonight is the charity game between the Kings and the Grizzlies. Stick It to Stigma Mental Health Awareness Night here at the Sullivan Arena at St. Anselm College. All of the proceeds to this game are driven towards ending mental illnesses and driven towards giving more awareness to mental health.
The stress of sports, you don't realize how much it can attest to your mental illness. It could be, the hero, the villain, win or loss. It could, you don't need that pressure on yourself. So this game is really kind of putting forth the pressures of mental illness and to know it's okay. And that's what's most important here tonight.
And just everyday life. And obviously everything is more important than a game. But to think about it this way, it's a Division I team versus a Division II game, but these two teams are coming out to play for a cause today, which is a very important thing to see, especially in youth sports.
Also, these fresh new jerseys are really pretty sweet tonight. We're excited to talk about those and see what these two teams have in store. A lot of green on the ice tonight.
A lot of green in support of mental health awareness, as we'll see when we cut to the game. But the Kings are donning green on the outline of their numbers. The Grizzlies have green tape and green on their Grizzly logos. I can see some Kings players donning green tape as well.
And also for the Grizzlies, they got green tape on their sticks as well. Yep. And the G is in a nice, fresh, fluorescent green here. So these two teams mean business tonight, and NAMI is going to appreciate what is being put on the ice. The product is going to be worth it tonight.
And tonight, both these teams, again, are playing for a cause, but the winner tonight will really get their season forward here. Both teams sort of at a stalemate. Manchester coming off a win against Nashua South Pelham, where they took them down, and they have their goaltender, Caden Hines. Looks like he's going to get the start tonight. He backed them in the win. Hines, a sophomore, but his first year with the squad, a much bigger sense. But they've been starting Cam Roberge pretty much every game since he became the starter last year.
Yeah, time will tell what Jeremy Baker has in store here. But we're excited to see some more hockey, as we just saw a great one before here between Trinity and Bedford.
Yeah, an overtime thriller at JFK. Trinity came back to beat Bedford. We come back here on Manchester Public Television. It'll be the Grizzlies of Goffstown versus the Manchester Kings here at Sullivan Arena. I'm Zach Johnson with Kyle Levy. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, hockey fans of all ages, welcome to Sullivan Arena for our annual charity game between the Manchester Kings and your Goffstown Grizzlies. Tonight, the Kings and Grizzlies are donning special jerseys that signify their commitment to mental health awareness. Together, these hockey programs are skating past the stigma and scoring support for mental health awareness. All entry fees this evening and all money collected during intermissions, as well as through our online portal, will go directly to our selected charity, NAMI New Hampshire. NAMI stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI New Hampshire is a grassroots organization working to improve the lives of all people affected by mental illness and suicide through support, education, and advocacy. NAMI New Hampshire's work includes sharing information, eliminating stigma, promoting access to care, offering support groups, providing resources, and running the Connect program, a nationally recognized model program for suicide prevention. Thank you in advance for your generosity in giving what you are able to this important cause. Please visit the NAMI New Hampshire resource booth located on the concourse near the concession stand. Tonight we have from NAMI New Hampshire, Melissa Wieters, Development Associate, and down on the ice level we have Brittany Porter, Development Coordinator, for our ceremonial puck drop. Would the captains of each team please report to center ice for the puck drop, please. Great job, everybody. We'll let these teams warm up. We'll be back in a little bit for the starting lineups and the national anthem. Thank you. Welcome back. This is the starting lineups for both teams. We're going to start with the visitors, the Manchester Kings. Starting on defense, number 13, Connor Cunningham. Also on defense, number 18, Captain Tyler Canton. At forward, number 2, Ryan Martin. Also playing forward, number 12, Andrew McLaughlin. Starting at forward, number 11, alternate captain, Jake Lassard. And in net for Manchester tonight, number 30, Caden Hines. And the rest of the Kings roster, head coach, Jeremy Baker. Now the starting lineup for your Goffstown Grizzlies. Starting at defense, number 3, Jackson Horn. On the other side, number 2, Austin Campbell. At right wing, number 6, Tyler Lassard. At center, alternate captain, number 16, Zach Jordan. And at left wing, number 18, alternate captain, Dylan Elliott. Guarding the Grizzly Den tonight for the Grizzlies, number 1 in goal, Kyle Bennett. And the rest of the Grizzlies lineup, the head coach, Josh Andrechuk. The officials for tonight's game, Mr. Dan Sullivan and Mr. Mike Durant.
Hockey night continues here on Manchester Public Television. I'm Zach Johnston alongside Kyle Heavey. It's a pleasure to be with you here, this time at the Sullivan Arena at St. Anselm College. It's the Manchester Kings versus the Goffstown Grizzlies, and we're glad to be with you for another matchup here of NHIAA hockey between Division I Manchester and Division II Goffstown. Once again, I'm Zach Johnston, that's Kyle Levy. Starting goalies tonight, the Kings have a new starter, Caden Hines, the sophomore, number 30 in between the pipes. The big boy in there in the crease for the Kings, and the Grizzlies start Kyle Bennett. So 2 sophomore goalies going at it on both ends. Our referees, Mike Durant and Dan Sullivan. Great to be back with you here tonight, Kyle.
Zach, 2 in one night. Glad to be here and seeing this Sullivan Arena decked out in the green. NAMI, New Hampshire is the main winner for tonight's game. Yes, the Grizzlies or the Kings will get the win, but in the long run, it is about mental illness tonight,
and
we're
again,
excited to see what's going to happen between these two teams.
Our live listeners, this game is brought to you in part by the National Alliance on Mental Illness, sponsoring the whole charity match here tonight between the Kings and the Grizzlies. The NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness, is offering free support, education, and advocacy for Granite Staters and their loved ones affected by mental illness and suicide. Here we go. So the Kings have switched their lineup up. Their speedy wingers, Frank Tessier and Johnny Nasora, are not in their starting lineup. They're the guys they like to filter in. Whatever they did worked as they beat Nashville South Pelham 5-2. They are coming with a win on their last game. The game is on. Terrier wins it and sends it back for the Grizzlies, and it's back played by Austin Campbell, and off we go here at Sullivan Arena.
Terrier's dad broadcasting for Goffstown Television above us as well, Zach.
Pete does it all. I mean, I can't remember the last time there's been a sport I haven't seen him call. So he's the jack of all trades here as the Grizzlies look for an early opportunity as the puck gets sent over, a shot that goes off of Hines and into the corner there from Tyler Lassard. As I don't know if there's a relation, but there's 2 Lassards on Goffstown and Jake Lassard on the Kings. There has to be some sort of relation here with that kind of a name and 3 hockey players. As the puck gets sent down and paddled aside by Kyle Bennett. Once again, 2 sophomore goaltenders in between the pipes for both teams. Elberg sends that up ice, and it's controlled by Tyler Lassard, who dances in, but it's defended quickly there by Max Volkanis, who sends it away. Here's Nasora on the ice for the first time here as that puck gets dumped down, directed off the boards, and ends up inside the crease, no icing.
That's twice already, Zach, that Manchester has been able to hit it off the boards and on goal, which is very unique. We didn't see too much of that in the Trinity game before this.
Captain Brock Bennett and Captain Tyler Canton met before the game for a ceremonial puck drop. And they're both out of the ice here. The speedy Tessier dances in. He has a man to his right, but he couldn't hit Cam Provencher, who was there waiting for a pass. Good break up there. Battling with him there is Owen Flynn. That puck gets sent and taken down. Diodati. Gavin Diodati, a senior forward. That puck bounces and trapped by Hines. 13:22 left here in the first period. 0-0 here between the Grizzlies and the Kings.
Appreciate the staff in the Sullivan Arena here for being able to allow us to be filming this game as well. It's such an important, the stigma of sports and the stigma of mental illness is, you got to be always tough and strong, but it's okay if you're not feeling it. I think that Kyle Love does a great job in basketball as well for something like this.
We are the visitors, which is, we're always up at JFK, and we also, glad to be here as the visiting crew. As that puck gets dumped down and is controlled by the Grizzlies as he is colliding with Jake Lessard with the puck carry there for Goffstown. The puck trickles down. Back checking there is Tyler Canton as he had Tyler Lessard on his tail.
A lot warmer here, though, Zach. I can say that. It's the Sullivan Arena. It's got more space.
It was cold at JFK today, that's for sure. Ryan Martin had the puck and sent it in as McLaughlin got checked there. Martin from behind the net. Martin with a wraparound chance. Nothing going there as Bennett got the pad down. And the puck skips by Connor Cunningham with Elbeg in pursuit of the puck for Goffstown. Canton will dump it off the boards. Turnover. Chapman comes in. Takes a shot, turned aside by Hines. Back out. That shot goes wide. Zach Lessard had that one. Goffstown with the names on their special jerseys helping me out as first time calling Goffstown hockey here for Manchester Public Television. That puck glides into the neutral zone.
We did see them play in the Brian C. Stone Memorial Christmas Hockey Tournament. They unfortunately did not win that tournament as it went to the Concord Crimson Tide, but at the end of the day, it was such a fun time to see what happened between Goffstown and Bow. There's a lot of good hockey for that Christmas tournament, and still 3 minutes in, scoreless here. It's a good game.
St. Ange will take the draw after taking that shot on Hines. The Kings will win it, and Cade Tripp will dump it down. Pursuing there is Ryan Boylan. The puck gets sent back out to the neutral zone. St. Ange sets it back in, tried to deke around Cade Tripp. As that puck will bounce behind the net of Hines and is picked up by Max Volcanis. Volcanis dumps it off the boards, and the puck sent out the wing here for Luke Vanis, who throws one on net and is turned aside there by Bennett. Into the corner, a solid collision there, but the Kings will look to hold on to offensive possession. Not sure if they have any real shots on Bennett yet. Puck kept inside their zone, a drive deflecting wide off the glass and staying in, playing on the corner. St. Ange got his body in the way of that one. The puck kept by way the Kings and inside on their zone. Chipping it and keeping it up there, but Flynn got knocked toward the ground. Cade Tripp down the wing, trying to shovel it into their zone in a collision by Diodati and Cade Tripp. Chapman had a step on that one, but he couldn't get to it. Turning outside, Tripp went in pursuit of the hit, but couldn't connect with him. As that puck bounces toward the blue line, Campbell will dump it down. A check there, and a pin for possession is Connor Cunningham alongside another King. Toward the corner, Cade Tripp goes for it. Sent back out toward the corner. And a loose puck. Campbell chips it out there for the Grizzlies. A shot attempt, he couldn't get it off. Keeping it in is Campbell. Tessier goes for it now, Tyler Lessard, and the puck gets chipped out toward the neutral zone. And chipped down low. Chasing is Johnny Nasora, but Zach Terrier knocks that away. Good friends Johnny and Zach. Saw them having a chat before the game during warm-ups. And, Goffstown and Manchester are all in the greater Manchester area, so these kids have connections. They play on travel teams together and whatnot. Like seeing those kids, they meet up playing for their school teams. Puck stays in the zone. It's loose in the slot. It's chipped out by Lessard, Jake Lessard of the Kings. Sauced down and knocked out of the air by Zach Terrier. We're going to have a high stick. First penalty of the night.
It's tough to do, Zach. You see it in the air. You think you can touch it, but it was above his waist, and now Manchester will take appreciation of that and get the face-off in the zone.
Not a penalty, just a stoppage of play, rather, as I have to remember that rule. Off the draw, the Kings. They take it back out for Cunningham. And shot gets blocked, and it's a 2-on-0 in transition here. Elbig walks in on Hines. He scores! Dylan Elbig on a 2-on-0, puts it over Hines' shoulder, and it's 1-0 Goffstown.
Tough one right there for Manchester. They just had to keep the puck, away from a turnover, and unfortunately, Elberg, the assistant captain, able to get that, and he will get the goal with 9:41 remaining in this opening period.
They'll meet at center ice after the Grizzlies on their home ice take a 1-0 lead here over the Kings. Checking in here, Flynn from the corner. Checked into the boards. Vadas shoots one. Bennett turns it aside. Puck slides there. Vadas goes for it. St. Ange over to Bennett. Hit there by Boylan. A battle at the blue line. They meet in the neutral zone. Multiple players fall, and the puck finds its way inside the Kings bench. We'll have a stoppage of play.
5 minutes, 19 seconds, Elbig unassisted.
Elbeg gets the goal for the Goffstown Grizzlies.
Certainly the West Side Ice Arena has got to be where a lot of these guys have gotten to know each other and playing through the Flames organization.
Yes.
Obviously, that's where Jeremy Baker started off as well.
Provencher dumps it down, and Nasora will take pursuit of the puck. The puck caroms off the back of the net, and the puck gets sent back out for Provencher. Provencher around St. Ange. St. Ange just really pestering there as Tessier tried to get fancy and lost the puck, and it's sent back out toward the neutral zone and then flung back around behind Bennett's net. Same guys out, turnover. Tessier throws one on Bennett from behind the net and is frozen. Kyle Bennett takes control of that one. Well, the Kings are coming into this game once again after beating Nashua South Pelham with a 2-3 record. They took Bedford to OT and beat them. They took Exeter to the wire and fell 3-2 to them after dropping their first two games to Keene and Bishop Gurdon 6-2, respectively, in both games. Off the draw, the Grizzlies will win it, but they'll have to get it out of their own zone. It's sent to the goal scorer, Elbeg. It's chipped in there by Connor Cunningham. Redirected off the boards, and a battle with Jackson Horn. Collision down as Elbeg has it. Lassard there. Jake Lassard got his stick on that for the Kings. As we'll remind you that there are 3 Lassards playing in this game. Jake is the King. Tyler and Zach are the Grizzlies. It's chipped over for Andrew McLaughlin. And these NCAA rink, you can tell the feel of a collegiate arena when you have a collision on the boards, that's for sure.
Certainly glass is a lot higher than what you see at the JFK. These guys will be able to certainly get the puck out of the zone much easier than really the 6-foot glass that you see at the J. While here we got an 8-foot glass. So huge difference in throwing the puck against the glass and getting it out of the zone here. Certainly in the Goffstown's advantage because they get to deal with it a lot more for their home games and for practices, while for Manchester they're so used to playing at the J here. So see if they can start to figure that out a little bit.
Puck trying to get saucered out of the zone. Hand pass. I'm like 95% sure that was a hand pass.
It looks like unfortunately this is the second time that Goffstown has made a mistake, and the face-off will come down in their zone, but Manchester unable to take advantage of the first time. We'll see if they can do it here for the second time.
Hopefully they can take advantage of it. They don't win the draw, but the puck is kept in. Cade Tripp sends it back out. And, man, has Owen St. Ange been an X factor defensively. Set up down low, but Nasora couldn't get to it. Throws it across for Tessier, but he wasn't looking. Tessier throws it on net. And Gavin Matal was there to block that for the Grizzlies. Tessier keeps it in. Tessier's wrister ends up off of the leg of a Grizzly defender. And now Diodati dances around and goes offside.
Oh, goodness, right there. Diodati just got spun around and his body went over the line before the puck and goes for an offside. So another whistle here as we're halfway through this opening period, Zach.
The ever so reliable Zach Terrier wins the draw, and the puck gets sent over to Elbeg, and now Tyler Lessard dances in on Hines, tried a backhander. It got blocked by the big Connor Cunningham. Puck out to the blue line. Campbell dances his way around, pestered there by Luke Vaddis, who's starting to see more ice time here on varsity, this Luke Vaddis. As the puck gets sent around behind the net, and up for Tyler Canton. Canton up ice. Vaddis couldn't get a full stick on that. Into the neutral zone, shoveled down, and Hines will tap the puck out to Tyler Canton. Up ice and off of the stick of Boylan. As the puck is turned over, and Vaddis, with two defenders in front of him, there's not much he could do there, regardless of the Goffstown turnover. Sort of right place, right time there for the Grizzlies. Terrier across for Jackson Horn, and Horn will send it to the guy in front of him. He wasn't looking for it. Across the blue line, it's Cunningham. High off the top of the boards. And a collision there, and the puck gets sent out, tipped up in the air, and then Jake Lessard was hit. Here's a shot tipped. Bennett has it. And with Jake Lessard right on the doorstep, Kyle Bennett able to freeze it with 5:51 to play here in period number 1. The Goffstown Grizzlies lead the Manchester Kings 1-0 here at Sullivan Arena.
A lot of angry Grizzlies right there, just pushing him out of the way, getting him off the doorstep there. And with 5:51 to go, Manchester with another ample opportunity here for the face-off deep in the Goffstown zone. See what Lessard can do. The Kings Lessard, that is.
Yes. Whole lot of Lessards. Puck up in the air, gloved by St. Ange. Kept in a drive that goes wide of the net. Slides over for Martin when he goes for it. Around back, getting checked there is McLaughlin. 12-on-12 action. St. Ange on McLaughlin.
Big battle here in the corner that you're seeing. Ryan Martin down there as well.
You don't ever want to be, if it's a 2-on-2 in a battle for the puck, if you go for it, it leaves a guy open. Here's St. Ange with his left-handed green taped stick. He sends it over to his teammate Austin Campbell, and now racing for the puck is Andrew McLaughlin. Can he get there? He can. Sends a drive that goes wide. An outstretched Bennett couldn't get to it, but it ended up not hitting the net.
Tough angle, but as we saw last week for the Exeter-Manchester game, doesn't matter. Sometimes you just got to find that weak spot in the goalie, and they're able to get the win where the Blue Hawks last week against Manchester, and well, McLaughlin was trying to do the same exact thing to try this tie this game up, but a face-off will come back down this way, and we'll see what Tessier can do with the face-off as he gets kicked out. Oh, boy.
Preventure will take the draw, and it ends up coming back onto the stick of the mighty Frank Tessier. From behind the net, he drops it back to Preventure, who'll play it in the corner with two Grizzly defenders by him, trying to get it toward the blue line, and Tessier nearly had a chip-in goal there, but he couldn't get it to the net. Canton tried to dump it down, and then Goffstown took it right from him. The puck caroms off the boards. Tessier just smacks the puck to keep it on their side of the ice. Around for Horn, and Tyler Lessard will drop it back for Horn. Horn up for Tyler Lessard. Tyler's shot gets blocked by Tyler Canton. And now racing down comes Tessier. Shot blocked by Campbell. And then he hits the side of the net. Goffstown, they lead 1-0. Tyler Lessard dumps it down, and the puck gets picked up by Max Volcanis. Wholesale changes here for the Grizzlies. Pass goes too far. Icing will be called at the exact 4-minute mark. Not as much icings as we're used to here for this Kings team here, as when, sometimes we cover them a lot, they ice the puck a lot.
Well, another thing that we got to remember playing at a college rink is the benches being on opposite sides of each other, which makes line changes a lot more difficult. You can't pay attention as easily when maybe the top line for your opponent goes on the ice.
Oh boy, Hines nearly mishandled that one. You saw him shake his head there. He was able to cover it. We are under 4 minutes here.
Like, we're able to just keep the Kanye song going the whole entire time because it only took 4 seconds off the clock. Well, now late.
Now Cade's going to come off.
Don't know if that's a coach's decision or if, what happened there with Cade. We'll see if when he gets back on the ice. But now
racing down is Ryan Martin. Has a step and lost it. Jake Lessard collision there. Martin checks Bennett. The Kings need a really good shot opportunity. They've been missing that big offensive possibility as that pops away from Kyle Bennett.
What a great just chip in right there. I mean, that's definitely would have gone for a goal. It had gone in.
Good move, but offside is Canton.
And you can see the frustration right there from Martin, who didn't mean to be offsides, but just didn't time it well to go across the blue line. Now 3:18 to go. Still Grizzlies up 1-0, and some fresh legs for the Grizzlies. Late change here. See if he gets kicked out of the faceoff.
Neutral zone face-off. Off the tie-up, and the Kings prevail. It's Flynn. Tried to send it up to Ryan Boylan. They couldn't connect. Boylan down in the corner, dumps it, and Flynn goes in pursuit of the puck alongside Jackson Horn. Flynn wins the battle, and it is flocked by 2 defenders. And it has end up taken by Zach Terrier. Terrier, long pass, and is right onto the stick of Max Volkanis, who will dump it off the boards.
Offsides, though, for Manchester. They are back on now, so they couldn't really.
Racing out is Campbell.
And now another. So both teams doing the same exact thing.
Boylan lost it. Boylan tries to chip it down. He does. Possession taken by the Grizzlies. Nosora kind of hawking out there, trying to pick a pass off here, but the Grizzlies smartly connect. And now it's Elbeg who scored the goal, the breakaway goal. It wasn't even a breakaway, it was a 2-on-0. It was just a complete bad giveaway there from Manchester. As you know, when we watch the replay, we'll see how that really unfolded. As Volkanis takes the puck, turns it over. It's Lassard, slides this to Terrier, wrists it, they score! 2-0 Goffstown. Zach Terrier rips one right by Caden Hines, and it's 2-0.
And both goals here for Goffstown have come on turnovers, and that was a tough one right there, but a nice shot. And of course, it goes off the glove, which doesn't help Manchester at all. But now, with 2:04 remaining in this first period, a 2-0 Goffstown lead on their home ice. St. Ange will take the faceoff against Frank Tessier.
Center ice draw. Is sent off the boards, and Canton rips one off the glass. Under 2 minutes, 2-0 Goffstown. Sent down by Tessier, but St. Ange will take it. Rip it off the glass, and Tessier trying to pester, force a turnover. Preventure up to Nosora. Wrist one, saved by Bennett.
I like the way that Manchester's looking like they're lackadaisical, but they're really waiting for them to make a mistake to pass the puck and quickly to take it. And now, $1:37 to go.
Being here, we can hear who gets the assists at JFK. It sounds like when someone's talking to that microphone, it's, you know, there's a paper bag on top of it there.
Well, Tyler Sard with that assist, so he's on the scoreboard as well.
Sent down low, chipping at it there was Andrew McLaughlin. Battle for the puck, chipping it out. Here's Chapman. Chapman trying to feed it across, and Ryan Martin got a stick on it. Kings still searching for offensive identity. Martin down low, shot one just wide. Terrier will dump it down.
50 seconds to go, Zach. So
Flynn going for it, yep. Bedford was able to score in the dying moments of the first period. They actually did it twice. Hopefully Manchester can copy them here. 40 seconds left. Terrier to Chapman. No one was looking, and it's 3-0. Manchester's defense looked like a deer in headlights, and what looks to be a free goal for Sam Chapman, and it's 3-0 Goffstown.
Manchester thought the puck had gone around the net, but it really had not, and you can see that he's shaking his head and hope he's all right, but at the same time, a beautiful goal shot right there by the senior Chapman, and, 37 seconds, and Manchester down 3.
Down but not out. Ryan Boylan trying to get something going here. Back end tap it out, but Elbeg is there for the Grizzlies. Cade Tripp trying to keep it on their side. The puck rolls around the net. Flynn goes for it. It's kept in by Matt Vachon. The puck rolls down, 10 seconds to go in the period. Terrier and Diodati get the assists. And that does it for period one. A dominating first period for the Grizzlies on their home ice. Goals from Sam Chapman, Zach Terrier, and Dylan Elbeg make it a 3-0 lead for the Grizzlies over the Kings. When we come back, it'll be the second period. Zach Johnston, Kyle Levy from Manchester Public Television. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll be right back for the second period. After the first intermission, we're back here on Manchester Public Television. Zach Johnston, Kyle Levy from the Sullivan Arena at St. Anselm College. Pleasure to be with you here on this Wednesday night. It is 8:20 p.m., a late one for us, as we start the second period here. Goffstown has jumped to an early 3-0 lead after the first period. We'll meet at center ice and get ready for period number 2 here at the annual charity hockey game. Together, we're skating past the stigma and scoring support for mental health. And the game will continue. The draw is chipped over, won by the Kings, and attempted to be dumped down there by Connor Cunningham. The Grizzlies will hold offensive possession here. 3 goals against the sophomore Caden Hines for the Grizzlies, and really no challenge for Kyle Bennett, Goffstown sophomore goalie. Checked there was Andrew McLaughlin. Kings hold the puck in their offensive zone, and it's chipped out there by Ryan Martin. Now a battle for the puck, and they quickly, the Grizzlies will take it into their offensive zone. Lassard dancing down low, and with help from Connor Cunningham, Hines will take that one and freeze it.
Now, Tyler and I have a nice history together. I actually was the first commentator for his high school goal back 4 years ago. So his dad appreciates what Manchester Public Television, what we offer, as that's a goal that he will always appreciate and remember. And, well, he doesn't have one so far in this game, and he only has the assist, so it's kind of nice for the Manchester side of things. But
big hit there by Max Volcanis. Bringing the boom on that one as it's chipped out there. Here now Andrew McLaughlin sends it down the boards, and it's shoveled out by Jake Lassard, heads to the bench. Diodati
having some issues there.
Having to pinwheel to get that.
I think we still have some puddles here.
Cross-ice feed. But then a turnover as Johnny Nasora will send it down for icing.
Well, not the best way to start this second period here. It's been all Goffstown so far, as you don't want to give them any more leads in this game. Again, 3 is a lot as it is. We'll see if we get some deja vu from the game before that we just covered, but right now Manchester's got to be careful with this. Yep. And now getting kicked out of the face-off circle.
Yeah, Tessier gets bumped out again. And now has the puck on his stick. Races down the wing, has Nasora on his left, across, and great defense there by number 8 of the Grizzlies, Brock Bennett, their captain, able to break up that transition there for Manchester.
Great speed by Tessier, though.
Tessier and Nasora, you blink and they're on the other side of the ice. Heads up, that's into the seats.
Well, let's see. We got souvenirs given out here, and
I think they're asking for that back, though.
And, yeah, back on the ice they go. So, great job by Little Belanger, I believe it is.
I don't see that name on the rosters.
Nope. No.
He's just here watching hockey. Off the draw. Drive goes a mile away from the net there by Connor Cunningham. And if he had put that on the net, that probably would have been their best shot of the night. There's been really no offense here for Manchester against this Division II opponent. Hines covers.
Well, from one end of the ice to the other, we're doing all that we can to bring you the best coverage throughout this 2024-2025 winter season here on Manchester Public Television. And Zach, it's a pleasure to be with you again. I know that it was a couple weeks without being able to cover hockey. So
I was out for at least 2 weeks starting my head coaching career, but back in action here on this Wednesday night. And I don't know what the stoppage is for, but we'll have a face-off here inside the Manchester zone. It's the net is the issue.
Looks like Caden might have gotten backed into it a little bit too much, and good job by the referee to see that. It was off the moorings, and Mike Durant, excuse me, able to see things better than we can from up here in the press box area at Sullivan Arena.
Looking up, and icing.
This is going to be the third face-off, Zach, in a matter of the last 16 seconds, which is wild to think right here.
It's Kings hockey. They do that a lot.
And now looks like a late change. It's coming off the ice. Connor Cunningham. And, well, make it a fourth whistle, Zach.
Goodness.
Not sure if they didn't like the way that Terrier did that or what.
There we go. Off the draw, Goffstown wins it. Shot gets redirected behind the net. And then Elbeck thought he was there to chip it in, and then Manchester able to take it away from him. The Manchester Lassard dumps it out, and Terrier swings it back around. Cade Tripp takes the puck here for Manchester as he collides with Elbeck. Tyler Lassard dancing in and then levels Jake Lassard across the wing. A good move. They tried to set up Volcanis, and then he lost the puck, but good deke there by McLaughlin. Now racing down the wing. Volcanis goes up and over. No penalty. I thought he maybe.
Goffstown bench was adamant that that was an interference, and it was not called. And now it's getting physical here, Zach, in the second period.
That one is sent on Hines.
And they want him to they wanted him to play it. That's why they were not whistling it, as he had Cade right there. But finally,
for the 15th faceoff in the last minute.
Well, 3 minutes into this second period, and interesting.
They're sending the faceoff the other side. I couldn't tell you why.
I'm kind of confused myself, Zach. No one in the penalty boxes, so Manchester will take this face-off and try to get some offense here.
They quickly can't get anything going, and Goffstown sends it toward the neutral zone. Diodati picks up the loose puck and walks in on towards his forehand side. Puck gets chopped away there by Connor Cunningham. And Cunningham and Chapman meet for the puck, and Chapman bodies him for it. Around behind the net, trying to wrap around and set up his teammate. Canton was able to break it up for his team. Behind the net, flipped up.
Thought we're going to see some sort of Michigan there for a moment.
I was looking for it. Long pass, and it hit off of the body of Vashon. And you've seen less bouncing pucks as you would in JFK. Seen a couple of them there. In pursuit of the puck is Tyler Canton, and sent over to Connor Cunningham. St. Ange in the area, and that one flung a mile down the ice. They wave off the icing, thankfully.
Now coming the other way.
Bennett had the puck chopped away from him. Matt Vashon lost it. Trying to chip it away toward the net, and kept out by Hines as Sam Chapman, the senior forward, had a chance to make it 4-0.
That was a tough bouncing puck right there. Just ended up getting on the stick, a green taped stick of the Grizzlies, and able to keep it out of the net so for now. But again, face-off, tough one down here in the Manchester Kings zone.
Off the draw, and the puck rolls down the fast Johnny going for it. Couldn't get there, but how quick he is to make that even close.
That should have been an
Frank
offsides.
breaks
in my opinion,
that up.
Zach.
Loose puck, yeah, maybe. Here's Elbeg, who gets hit. The puck slides into the corner. Tyler Lassard from behind the net. The puck knocked away there by Max Volcanis. Volcanis blocks it around the net of Caden Hines. Sends it off the glass. Puck kept in. Johnny tried to knock it out, and it's picked up by Lassard. Wrist shot blocked. Puck slides to Zach Terrier. Terrier hit by Tessier and hits the ice and wants a call. Here comes Johnny and Frank down the ice. Frank up the wing. Sends it. Provencher scores! Cam Provencher from Frank Tessier, and the Kings are on the board.
Goffstown bench is absolutely distraught. They did not get the call on that cross check, and Manchester able to go on a 3-on-2 the other way, and Cam able to just put that in, and now a 3-1 game here, Zach.
Finally, Manchester. And, you know, when they get offense, it seems that good things are happening for them. 3-1 now as the Kings are on the board.
Jake Lassard.
Yep, Lassard will send it down, and Manchester just keep putting shots on net like we were saying about Trinity. That's what they got to keep doing. Fed out in front there by Ryan Martin, and Lassard couldn't get it. Canton will dump it. A hit off of Cam Desiro, sophomore forward for the Grizzlies. The puck into the corner. Sent back out to Ryan Martin. Martin. Oh, they had Canton open behind the net. Lassard couldn't have it. St. Ange dumps it out of reach of Connor Cunningham. They ice it.
And Martin was getting absolutely assaulted in front of the net there. No penalty was called there. Referees seemed like they want to keep this game going. Mike Durant and Dan Sullivan again, the referees. And now with the icing, a faceoff will come with 8:58 remaining in this second period, with Manchester trying to make a comeback here.
Off the face-off. It was Terrier and Tessier. Now Tessier from behind the net, and he gets hit. Second chance opportunity. Still able to chip it out of the way. But now Elbag will take it and dump it down our near side boards. Full steam for Zach Terrier. Throws one up above the net. Terrier 2 points, a goal and an assist here for his team. Canton, with Terrier in front of him, throws it up center ice. Horn takes it, dumps it back. Canton in pursuit of the puck alongside Tyler Lassard of the Grizzlies. Provencher. Oh, had a feed to Tessier. He couldn't lock it with him. Nasora trying to get a step on Horn and knock it out in front of him. Tessier has the puck on his stick. Change of direction at Provencher. He couldn't feed it to him. Provencher, the puck high up in the air. Gloved by Johnny, and a save made by Kyle Bennett. That was a big chance there, and his team salutes him, does Kyle Bennett, shutting down Johnny Nasora right in front of the net. Provencher trying to get the puck on his stick. Fedwad in front, and a save by Bennett. Johnny going for it. Him and Campbell collide. It's now taken out by Elbeg, and Hines will have to play this. I think another opportunity. He could have played that. Now they're going to have a face-off in their offensive zone.
I think Hines was surprised. He thought it was going to come down for an icing and ended up hitting off the boards perfectly to him. And instead of chancing it, just covered it up.
They better hope that Goffstown doesn't score here, because this was an easily avoidable face-off. They hope they can win this draw. And the puck ends up sliding into the neutral zone, so no harm, no foul, as Bennett sends it off the boards. They're going to say that was Marshall Demers who scored, but I am very sure that that was Cam Provencher. Hines is kind of out of the net there. Bennett, the puck goes high up in the air. I hope we gave credit to the right person for scoring. And now we'll have a penalty called on the Kings.
Ryan Martin, gonna be a boarding call or a cross-check. Not sure what it's gonna be, but he will take a seat in the box, and Goffstown will get a chance with a lot of talented goal scorers coming out onto the ice here, including Zach Terrier. And my assumption would be that Tyler Lassard will be out there as well. And now a really late change for Manchester as well. With taking a seat will be
they load up here.
And Cade Tripp.
They got Chapman and Campbell open on the right side. Lassard finds Campbell. Campbell fed one down low, turned away by Hines. Puck in the slot. Sent out to Lassard. They recoup in the neutral zone. Lassard. Behind the net. Campbell. Back to Lassard. They'll send it back to Campbell. Drop pass back. Tyler Lassard to Campbell down low. Had a guy there. Good positioning by Caden Hines. He'll cover it.
Campbell getting a lot of back checks right there. A lot of cross checks, and now we'll see if Manchester's going to get it spoken to here. Almost like back at school, you can't do that. No penalty called, thankfully, but still a minute 19 to go on this 5-on-4 for Goffstown, looking to make this back to a 3-goal advantage.
Off the draw, it's back out to Chapman. Chapman to Campbell. Campbell waits. Sends it out, Terrier. The left-handed shooting Zach Terrier across to the bumper. Sliding, Lassard tried to break that up for Manchester. Chapman whiffed it. Can they dump it? Can Manchester get it out? And now Canton will send it 200 feet over to Bennett. He'll dump it back out.
Great accuracy on net. If really Bennett didn't pay attention, that would have gone right past him.
Manchester gets a much-needed change. Tyler Lassard. Try to wrap around. It was a good breakup there by Connor Cunningham.
And out of the zone.
Down. Yep. 30 seconds to go on the penalty. And they'll wait to set something up.
I feel like I'm watching the Bruins right now, trying to set up the 5-on-4.
Lassard tried to dance around Cunningham. They turn it over, and this ends up getting sent down anyway. And we hit the 10-second mark here on the penalty with about 5 minutes to go here in the second frame. As they called it a Demers goal, to me, I thought it was Provencher who scored, the difference between a 6 and an 8. However, there is a goal on the board for the Kings. It's a 3-1 Goffstown lead now.
And Ryan Martin back on the ice. It's back to even strength.
Provencher out for Tessier. Tessier sends it down. It hits off the boards. Provencher goes for it, and not enough teammates there in the area. Chapman, luckily, Kate Tripp was there to break that up, and then he hits it off of Chapman and then hits him down. Here comes Volkanis up the wing. Volkanis with a step down, takes a shot, rips it wide. Nasora back around. Chasing that was Boylan. Boylan on Horn. Back out. Wait. Shot down. Puck comes out onto the stick of Campbell.
Great opportunity there for the Grizzlies, but just were not able to get that. And we have a whistle here, and the faceoff will come out of the zone. I believe it goes for an offsides. So 4:08 to go in this second period. Manchester trying to climb back, but the Grizzlies have some nails and are climbing as well. Let's see if the Kings can put them back into hibernation here. But again, advantage goes in favor of Goffstown so far. And now with the delay, it's a Goffstown getting kicked out of the face-off circle.
Off the face-off, Canton will take it along the left defensive side, send it down off of Brock Bennett. And that puck had a little lucky bounce there from Manchester, but they really couldn't put it on net. That's Andrew McLaughlin. And now battling with it would be Martin. Back out to the blue line. Canton wrists it, and it gets redirected wide. Back out to Cunningham. Saved there by Bennett. Wrap around. Jake Lassard lost it. Bennett throws it off of Ryan Martin. Excuse me, that was Andrew McLaughlin. Now Martin, he'll go for the puck now. Desereau sends it out. DeRussio, rather, is how you would say that name. DeRussio. Slap shot, but the puck slides on the ice. He couldn't really lift that one.
Martin going to keep it, though.
Martin back out. No, Kent was open. They couldn't find him. That's the second time that's happened. It's not often you see your captain calling for the puck like that. Icing. 3:06 left here in the period.
Well, that was a wonderful 40 seconds of hockey for Manchester. Yes, they didn't get a goal, but they really were putting all the pressure on the Grizzlies here. And now the faceoff will come back this way. And with 3:06 to go, let's see if Manchester can add one more here late in the second period. As we all do the Tootsie Roll here.
Off the draw. Oh, man, that could have been bad for Bennett. Luckily, he's able to keep control of it.
And that's one thing I love about Frank Tessier is from the face-off circle from this angle, he can be deadly. And see if he does it again.
Draw the tie up. Lassard prevails with the puck and will send this one out to Elbeg. Elbeg to Lassard. He couldn't get it there, and Johnny will take it up the left wing. Oh, Campbell Venture got hit hard right in front of the bench. The puck goes down. Campbell's got to watch out because Tessier's going to get there, and he's going to have a hard change of direction. Puck slides down. Cade keeps it onside. Bounces behind the net. Tessier lost his stick. Tripp keeps it in. Does it again. Here's Tessier from his forehand. Change of direction again. Sends it out. Tripp. Tip drill. Nothing there. Tripp with it again. Puck loose in the slot. They throw it on net, and it's turned aside by Kyle Bennett. It's like the longest time Manchester's had the puck in their offensive zone here. And as I say that, it gets sent down.
Cade Tripp doing a sensational job on that blue line of just using his body to stop that puck from getting past him. And Manchester, again, the last 2 minutes have been incredible. And now we'll see with some more momentum here.
Charging out is Owen Flynn. Flynn with a battle with Diodati and St. Ange. The puck comes out for Boylan. St. Ange out. It's taken by Vadas. Vadas tries to keep it on his side. Boylan dumps it behind the net. Campbell has McLaughlin on his tail. Slides this out. Chapman, beautiful move and a save by Hines. He tiptoed right around Cade Tripp like it was nobody's business.
What a great move right there as well to get that shot in, trying to get the goalie to be screened by his own man.
Knocked down. Puck will roll. No icing. 1 minute left to play here in the second period. In the neutral zone, turnover. Terrier rips one. Into the trapper of Caden Hines. He'll make the stop.
Yeah, great to see that he's been able to make some good saves here. I know that it was a tough first period, but to know that 50 seconds away from Manchester basically winning the period, and you never know what could happen in the third period after what we've witnessed already today, Zach.
Very true.
And now kind of getting chatted with are some of the Manchester captains. So referee just making sure that they are doing things right, and Sully has something to say to them.
Puck gets dropped and chipped out to Ryan Martin along the wing. He'll send it out to center ice. Picked up here by McLaughlin. McLaughlin tiptoeing around. It's kicked away by Bennett.
Nice backhander.
Kyle Bennett has been smooth in that net tonight. Here's Lassard. And that'll be a penalty. And that is going to be on Manchester, on Andrew McLaughlin.
Yeah, he does not appreciate that, but I think that's going to be an interference right there.
Or I can't.
We'll have to wait and hear what they
The ref
say.
called it so quickly, so yeah, they'll announce
And he was in the box within a matter of 5 seconds after it was called. So,
well, then man advantage with 27 seconds left here in period number 2. Goffstown will look to get back to a 3-goal lead here with a 3-1 lead. Lassard back out to the blue line. 23 seconds and counting. That one ripped off of Hines. Behind the net, Campbell. Fed one across, and Chapman lost it. Sent out Terrier toward the net. Puck up in the air and will hit the ground. 7 seconds to go here in second period. Tyler Canton is hit
roughing
there.
is the call, Zach.
Ah, gotcha. That will do it for period number 2. When we come back for period number 3, Andrew McLaughlin will be in the box to serve about a minute and a half left of his penalty. I'm Zach Johnston alongside Kyle Heavey. Thank you for tuning in here on Manchester Public Television. And we'll be back here for period number 3. Goffstown leads 3-1. With a minute 33 left on the penalty to Andrew McLaughlin. That is what's left as we begin the third period here on Manchester Public Television alongside Kyle Levy. I'm Zach Johnston here from the Sullivan Arena at St. Anselm University. We are ready for period number 3 here. The Grizzlies with 3 goals in the first took a 3-0 lead, and then a goal from Cam Provencher, and the second got the Kings on the board. And our score has remained the same since. It's 3-1. The Grizzlies looking to get back to a 3-goal lead and make it 4-1 on the man advantage. We're having a dramatic face-off here.
And in the intermission, they did announce that they made the wrong goal scorer for Manchester. So you were right, Zach, the whole entire time, so you should feel proud about that.
Ryan Martin will send the puck down, and a minute and a half left on the roughing on Andrew McLaughlin, which concluded the second period. They were lucky they didn't give one up late in that period, but a fresh sheet of ice and freshly rested skaters as the puck goes off of Tyler Canton and will go behind the net. The puck is loose down in the corner. Or not in the corner, rather, more out in front of the net. Turnover, shot, gloved by Hines. Good stuff there from the sophomore goaltender.
And that was big right there. A lot of these Goffstown goals have come on turnovers, and to be able to make that save off of another turnover from Manchester, or Goffstown has been able to capitalize on the Manchester turnovers. That's what I mean to say there. And now
puck drop. Manchester will win it, and a good job by Canton to dump that. Provencher wins the race to the puck. Luckily, Bennett was able to paddle it away from him, as the brother of Kyle, Brock, their captain, pins alongside Cam Provencher. And we're at 45 seconds here as St. Ange will take the puck up the wing here for the Grizzlies. St. Ange shot turned away there by Hines. About 35 seconds left on the penalty. Trying to kill this here. Tessier pokes that away from Zach Lassard. Back out to Brock Bennett. Bennett waits. Connects with Lassard. Zach Lassard. Out to the top to Bennett. Shot. Tipped. Loose puck. Sliding over his Hines. They didn't even get a shot on him there. 15 seconds left. McLaughlin ready to come back out here. Lassard. Bennett. Wrist shot. It's blocked. It'll be Provencher and Tessier, where they'll end up dumping it. That's the smart decision to kill the penalty.
Yeah, now back to even strength, which is huge right here. And McLaughlin was trying to intercept the pass right there.
I love a nice fresh out of the box goal. They're a rarity, but they're always electric. Ryan Martin, speaking of electric, a save by Bennett, and he coughed up a juicy rebound, but the Grizzlies were able to control it. A drive, tipped out. Oh, a diving St. Ange able to break that pass up there from Andrew McLaughlin. McLaughlin from behind the net tried to squeak it in. Bennett said no and held the trapper over it to freeze it.
He stayed strong on that goalpost, Zach, and it was a smart move right there. But with now the 5-on-5, we'll see if Manchester can keep the energy. Obviously, I think Coach Jeremy Baker, Coach Fisher, they've all kind of agreed that they got to get things going to get back into this game. And being down 2 goals, it's Goffstown's got to be protective as well.
Here's Chapman. Chapman. Shot just wide of the net. And he would have been offside. Now, Martin left the puck out. You kind of need that. It's sent toward Volcanis, who will take it behind Hines' net. Martin sends it off the boards, and it banks behind the net of Bennett. No icing. Dumped out there by Jackson Horn.
Felt like I was watching Pong there for a second, Zach. It was just bouncing off everything.
I'd like to see more aggressiveness here from Manchester. They're playing like they have the lead, and they're playing passive here. Provencher. It's over to Nasora. This is their speed line. Provencher, Nasora, Tessier. Tessier dances in. Tessier flicks it wide. Johnny has it in the corner, sends it around. Tessier. Back out. Volcanis. Down low. Oh, Johnny had a chance. The puck is loose. Wristed, saved by Bennett. Second chance. He sprawls to keep it out.
A great opportunity for Manchester, and that line has got to get one again.
I was going to say, they got to keep him out there. They scored already. They stopped starting this line.
Well, sometimes you got to use them more in the end of the game than the beginning, so.
Tessier tried to send it toward the net. Goffstown able to hold true to their own defensively. And the puck ends up on the neutral zone and sent out. front of the red line. Dumped by Canton. Zach Lassard is there.
Line change here from Manchester, so we'll see if some fresh legs can kind of get something going here.
Cunningham tried to feed it to Nasora, and stopping it was Kyle Bennett. Another face-off upcoming.
And for Cunningham, it seemed like sometimes you learn from things when you lose a game, and after losing that tough matchup to Exeter last week, they kind of tried to shoot from the same angle and hit it off the back of the knee there to get a goal.
Flicked out, second chance opportunity, saved by Benny, sprawls out, the puck is loose, and Goffstown able to keep it out. A weird deflection. Zach Lassard is there. Hits up Connor Bernard. Now Diodati comes on in with all of the defenders right in front of him to break it up.
There was 4 Kings right there. Sounds like I'm playing poker, but they were not letting anything go through there.
Tessier lost his stick and will
get a penalty possibly.
There's a broken here.
Is that going to be on Goffstown? Yeah, it looks like we're heading to the penalty box over here, Zach.
And the penalty comes.
So it's going to be a slash on Goffstown.
Yep, they definitely, Gavin Diodati definitely slashed Frank Tessier. And now the Kings will be on the man advantage for the first time tonight. They got to have Tessier out here. Definitely him out there for sure.
You can see him heading to that left wing spot.
Lassard's got to win this draw. He does. Martin. Oh, he lost it, and he gets it right back. Nearly danger here.
And that was a
offside.
Offside, which is, oh boy, Zach, you saw that as well as I did. That he just kind of was a little slow in getting the pass. Tessier needs to get that pass to Martin a little bit faster for him to kind of set something up. Yes, he was kind of moving in, and kind of a tough spot right there, but 10 seconds killed on that penalty for Goffstown, and now we'll see if the Kings can get something going here.
Tessier, loose puck, Canton with all the room in front of him, shoots it, and a glove save by Kyle Bennett.
That was like playing catch with your dad right there, Zach. Just was able to see that and make that play, and now, again, $1:37 remaining on this 5-on-4 for Manchester.
Face-off is won by Goffstown, and they are able to clear it. With Preventure able to touch it first. Preventure dumps this back to Tessier, and look at all this time they're wasting here. Tessier made number 16 Zach Terrier fall there, but they can't get anything going. And the coaches, you can see the dismay as they're unable to just get going here on this power play. Chapman goes to the ground. We'll have a penalty.
This could be a 5-on-3 for Manchester, as that is going to go again on Goffstown.
No,
it's going to go on both of them.
No, this is on Lassard.
No, maybe both penalty boxes are open
here. We'll see.
And it looks like Chapman is going in, and to the dismay of Frank Tessier, he is heading into the.
That's Lassard.
Jake Lassard. As Jake tosses his stick in disarray. So,
double minors here. We'll see. Hooking and then holding.
Holding the stick right there, Zach. So that's a unique one.
Nah, still a man advantage. It's going to be a 4-on-3 or 5-on-4. Oh, they're offsetting minor penalties.
Yeah, so it will be a 5-on-4. But Manchester's got to be careful as the faceoff comes in the defensive zone. Goffstown would love to get another one on the penalty kill.
Canton takes it up himself. The puck gets deflected down behind the net. In pursuit of the puck there is Andrew McLaughlin. But still unable to do anything productive on their power play.
Look at the speed of Lassard there, putting a lot of pressure on this Manchester Kings squad. And now
Martin up to Canton. Canton drop, pass, back, wrist shot. McLaughlin tipped just over the net. Martin from behind the net. Martin. It's sent Tessier's open. They don't hit it to him. Tessier's wide open. Tessier with the puck on his stick. Wrist shot, and he shoots it right at the body of Kyle Bennett. He'll make the save with 15 seconds left to go on their man advantage. And you can tell Frank wanted to get a better shot than that.
He was trying to find an angle and also get a screen. It looked like McLaughlin was down there. But now 15 seconds remains in the 5-on-4 with 8:56 remaining in this contest.
Face off one. Tessier. Shot turned away by Bennett. That was a better one there. Volkanis. Back out. Canton. Turns it back out. Canton dumping it. Back at even strength. Bernard back out there. And Bernard can't pick that off. Canton shot blocked down low. Second chance turned aside by Bennett. Tessier. Volkanis behind the net. McLaughlin chips it off the boards. Bennett dumps it out. Martin keeps it in for Manchester. Martin tried to throw it and keep it in the zone. Instead, in front of the net. And now it's actually back out here for Manchester. It's off the back of the net there from McLaughlin. McLaughlin with the puck back on his left-handed stick. Nasora. Johnny from behind the net. Dumps it, nobody there. Bennett. It's knocked down. Provencher chips it out. Bernard. It's sent over to Lessard. Tyler Lessard couldn't cleanly get around Tyler Canton there. Good defensive presence from him. 7.5 minutes left to go. Goffstown has led the whole game. They are up 3-1 over the Manchester Kings. Off the boards. Directed out. And a good hit there as Owen Flynn hit the ice. We have a lost glove from Provencher. The puck slides down. Icing.
7:13 to go in this late matchup here. We're into the 9 o'clock hour here, Zach. It reminds me of the summertime with you.
Yes.
As now we'll see if Manchester can get a face-off win here in the offensive zone. And they have had plenty of chances in the past 7+ minutes, but just have not gotten anything past Bennett.
Face off. And the shot ends up being knocked down. It's out for Elberg. And Volkanis will have to get there. Diodati is right on his tail. It's turned over to Elbag, whose shot kicked away by Hines. And the puck ends up onto the stick of Tessier. Tessier up the wing, racing down. Tessier from behind the net. Tried to shoot it, and it wouldn't go. Martin. Martin. Around the net. Set up out in front, and I don't know how Frank couldn't chip that in, but Bennett makes the save.
And you definitely can see that there's some chirping going on between these two squads right now as Frank will come off, and what a busy period he's had. He's kind of given a little wave or something like that to a Grizzly player, and some fresh legs with Jake Lessard taking the faceoff.
Off the draw, the Kings prevail. Provencher's shot turned aside by Bennett. And a big hit. Volkanis goes down. Here's an opportunity for the Grizzlies. Hines said no. Behind the net. Wraparound chance. It's off the boards. Here's Provencher up the wing. Provencher had Owen Flynn in pursuit in front of him. And the puck ends out on the stick of Lessard. Lessard. Oh, he had Provencher and they couldn't connect. And something's broken. I think the knob came off the stick there. That happens. I lost my knob on my stick. Now snow gets in my stick when I'm on the pond. Bernard.
First world problems.
Yeah, I would say. And just wait for it to melt. Chapman versus Cunningham went way of Cunningham and the Kings. Sent out. Hines plays it. No trapezoid rule here. This is not the NHL. 5.5 minutes. Kings down 2. But lacking momentum after, even though they have the most recent goal from Cam Provencher, which feels like forever ago. It's been a while since we've seen a goal. 3 unanswered to start the first period for Goffstown. That one gets broken up there by Andrew McLaughlin. Set out in front, and Hines turned it away. Dumped down for icing by Andrew McLaughlin. No icing, they wave it off, right?
No, it jumped over his stick. He had a chance to play that, unlike normal icing where you don't have a chance.
Campbell, it gets sent back out to Jackson Horn, up the wing now to Tyler Lassard. Hines will cover. That's still another opportunity where they need to get going and reduce defensive zone faceoffs. They're down by 2. I still don't know if freezing the puck is the
Well, it gives you a chance to possibly win the faceoff, get the possession, and go to the length
slow
of the
down
ice.
a little bit maybe, but here's a wrister redirected wide. Elberg will send it back out, and a good block there by Volcanis. Now Frank Tessier up the wing. Tessier with some speed and some handles. Cross ice! Robbed by Bennett, and the puck squeaked through his legs, and luckily no damage done for Goffstown. The Kings still with just 1 goal in this game. No goals here in this period from either side. High.
Hit the
Off
scoreboard.
the scoreboard.
Unbelievable. I don't know what the referees do on that spot.
It's like the puck goes out of play.
Well, does the faceoff come in? It will come back in the Manchester zone because that's where the puck that went off the stick. So a bad spot right here. We're just trying to send it down deep. And, oh, boy, this could be, game changer right here for Goffstown.
Bennett's drive is stopped by Hines. Less than 4 minutes to play. Still 3-1 Goffstown.
It's been a fun day here fun night here at the Thomas F. Sullivan Arena here. Appreciate the hospitality that the St. Anselm College is being able to offer us today. And we'll be back here next week as well for the girls hockey game.
Pass is knocked away. Johnny will send it out. Pick it back up. Chips it.
You can hear Coach Baker screaming.
Johnny from around the net tried to set up Preventure. It's broken up. Puck still loose as Bennett tried to get a trapper on it. Racing now is Nasora to try to stop the charging Brock Bennett. He finds the puck and sends it up ice.
Referee helping Manchester right here is now possession.
Here come the Kings. Nasora dumps it down, and they'll change.
We're running out of time here.
Yeah, not a lot of time to be dumping and chasing here. 3 minutes, and they've pulled Hines, and I didn't even notice. Extra attacker comes out for the Kings. Puck gets sent, glove down by McLaughlin, out to Lassard from behind the net. Oh, they had a setup, but they couldn't put it on net. It was Martin who had a chance. 2:40 left. Goalie pulled. 6-on-5 here. Here's a shot turned away there by Bennett. Lassard with the puck here for Manchester. Sent back out to Cunningham. Cunningham to Lassard. Lassard across, blocked by Bennett. Lassard to the slot. Martin, he scores! Ryan Martin, and it's 3-2.
2:23 remaining in this contest, Zach. And now Manchester has gotten to within 1. And we'll see. They'll put the goalie back out there for now. But if they get a chance to get possession deep in the Goffstown zone, you know that Caden will be coming out. And now some of the fans who were starting to make their way to the exit have returned to their seats now.
1 goal game with 2:23 left.
Big
It's never
face-off
over.
win. If they can win this, Manchester, you can see that the goalie is...
Martin got the goal and won the draw. Hines waiting. Goffstown with possession. Spinning out, and they're lucky they kept Hines in there. Now it's back out to Martin, who dumps it. Hines charges to the bench. Coach Banker calling him in. Tessier going for the puck here. Sent back out, kept in there by McLaughlin. It's out to Cunningham. Cunningham down to Lassard. Tessier tried to tip it down. Canton keeps it in. Martin. McLaughlin going for it. 1:45 left. Tessier. Martin. Tipped. Puck up in the air. Down on the ground. Canton. Loose puck. Martin. Wrister. Second chance. Oh, and it wouldn't go. Goffstown standing on business here on defense. They have a chance for the empty netter. It slides down the ice, and it won't have the trajectory. We'll have icing. Offensive zone faceoff. A big one. The biggest of the game so far here for the Kings if they can win it.
Wow, Zach. I mean, you jumped out of your chair thinking that was going into the net.
I will admit, I did just launch out of my chair.
And Coach Baker has called a timeout here to give his boys some time. I mean, you've seen Lassard and Tessier just out there skating galore in this period, and now to have just 81 seconds away from this game being over or going into overtime here. We'll see what can happen here for this time after this timeout.
Always entertaining games here on Manchester Public Television, especially on Wednesday, January 15th, 2025, because my, oh my, did we have a good one earlier.
Yeah, I could put this in the memory bank, Zach, because this has been
I knew it was going to be a fun
night,
regardless of the results. But to make these games competitive is even better.
And again, the winner of this night, either way, will be NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And you can see the Goffstown Grizzlies with their sticks all with green. You can see the G on their jerseys are all green. And it's been a great job. Almost $3,000 has been raised this evening in honor of a tough battle here that we all want to be able to support. And we're skating past the stigma and scoring support for mental health. And Goffstown breaks their huddle, Manchester as well. And we are ready for the final 81 seconds here with the goalie pulled for Manchester. It's a 6-on-5.
Like you said, Kyle, Hyden's on the bench. Biggest face-off of the game coming. Tessier versus Terrier. Terrier wins it. It's dumped down, and it's kept in by Canton. Manchester with a chance to tie it. Andrew McLaughlin with the puck. Sent across, broken up, dumped down. Puck trickles, icing. We'll do it again.
Fans thought that was going to get in, but it did not. But a nice 14 seconds killed for Goffstown there. Now down to 67 seconds. 1 minute, 7 seconds.
Back to the draw. And Tessier wins it. Cunningham. Canton. Wrister. Wide. Minute left to go.
Bouncing.
Cunningham. Martin. Wristed. High. Off the netting. We'll face off again.
Well,
that's unfortunate.
Under a minute now, 54 seconds. But that was such a big face-off win right there.
But now they have to do it again.
Everyone's still remaining on the ice. There's going to be some tired legs after this game, Zach.
Terrier and Tessier again for the draw. Tessier will win it. Wristed, directed, off the glass. Puck stays in play, under 50 to go. Behind the net. McLaughlin has it chipped away. McLaughlin from behind the net. McLaughlin, nothing going. Turned away there by Campbell. Canton. Canton waits, shoots, up, off the net, 30 seconds. Face off again.
Oh, I don't know about you, Zach. I feel like I've just ran a mile. I'm having trouble breathing here, heart palpitations, as this is just a regular season game, a Division I team versus a Division II. But this is important for both teams to get an extra couple points and prove themselves in the standings.
Tessier wins it again, but Brock Bennett will pin it against the boards.
Smart move by Goffstown, just killing time right here.
McLaughlin able to keep it in, 15 seconds. Lassard sent down. They got to put something on net here. They're wasting too much time. Goffstown to win it. Bingo, it's over. Empty netter for Tyler Lassard. Will put a button on it. And Goffstown will come away with the win here on their home ice.
Well, it's been a fun game either way, but Goffstown just with that 3-goal advantage really was able to do enough work at the end and will take a 4-2 win on to another day. But it's been certainly a fun night here with you here, Zach, and Manchester Public Television, and we appreciate all the fans watching from around the region, but congratulations to the Grizzlies.
Good win here on their home ice. Goffstown wins it 4-2 the final, and the better team won tonight, that's for sure. I mean, Manchester fell short at the end, had a chance to tie it up with the extra attacker on the empty netter, but it's been a long night. It's about 9:30 p.m. here on this Wednesday night, and we're ready to head home here. From Jason Cody, Joe Lar, Brendan McCormick, I'm Zach Johnston alongside Kyle Levy from Manchester.
Zach, we got to give our 3 stars of the game, though. I mean, I think number 3, I think Frank Tessier had a great game for Manchester. He put a lot of effort into the game, and that's where I went for number 3. What about yourself?
And I'll take that, and we'll have, I mean, we had some goals go in, but Kyle Bennett is going to be up there either 1 or 2. He had himself a great game tonight.
Yeah, you can go 1A, 1B right here as at the same time. I thought it was an impressive job.
Zach Terrier.
Zach Terrier, obviously, with that.
We'll go Bennett number 2, the winning goalie. Zach Terrier gets our first star here on Manchester Public Television with the dominating performance as the Kings fall short to the Grizzlies. Once again, from Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lar, and Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick, alongside Kyle Levy, I'm Zach Johnston, once again for Manchester Public Television. Thank you for tuning in on this fun hockey-filled night. We will see you again soon here. I'm Zach Johnston once again, signing off. Have a good night.